Hey gentlemen, I just wanted to post a quick video today. I'm just in the process of getting everything together. I've got some new programs coming for a couple of the guys, Sean Headley and of course Kevin. You guys are top of my list, as well as anybody else who's kind of reached out. I have sent out most of the check-ins. I think all of the check-ins actually, with the exception of Richard Whitford, who I'm going to be sending out right away, just because I didn't get a final check-in. But I think you still deserve one. So I'm going to get that to you too. And anybody else who hasn't received their check-in, please let me know because I have done them and they have gone out. And sometimes the WeTransfer link gets messed up or whatever it might be. So I know a few of you guys haven't downloaded your check-in. So if you haven't seen a check-in from me, it's not that it isn't done. It's not that I don't care. It is there and it is on the way. But I guess I wanted to take a few minutes. I've been I've been a little bit quiet lately just because just trying to get the challenge organized, and I try not to give out hints of kind of how everything went down and whatever else. But we had some. It's the first time a guy ever won the challenge, so I want to congratulate Jack. But on top of Jack, I want to congratulate a lot of other people out there too, and who really like put in the hard work and worked their ass off. And it's awesome to me because there's nobody in this challenge who like reverted back and they're like, Matt, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing. So for me, that's kind of I guess it kind of like just justifies what I do, and having the ability to work with you guys. Like I always say to you guys, I don't affect the change. I don't really do anything. I set you up with a program that's kind of designed for you guys and designed for your body, and it's up to you to execute it. And everybody executed it. I mean, the results that we're getting from this challenge, I think, consistently get better every single time that we do them, and the guys get more consistent results. And and it's amazing, man. Like I don't know, I'm happy that you guys chose me to do this with me, and mostly like I'm happy that I'm just gonna be blatantly honest. I'm happy that you guys give a shit. I'm so happy. It makes me, like I can put together a program for you guys, and you guys can like do one of two things. You can either execute it or you can not. And everybody chose to execute it. And there were like people who maybe didn't see the biggest changes with their weight or whatever else, but they made some really good quality muscle gains, and they made some really good like lifestyle changes. You know what I mean? And I guess what I want to say to you guys today is thanks again for. I wanted to make a video specific to the guys because yesterday, Senya called me out when I was in the middle of a project, and she like called me twice, and I just didn't want you guys to think that I'm not interested and I'm not invested, because I am, and it's really is an honor to be able to do what I do and work with you guys and be able to make changes. And not only that, but some of the days where I don't feel like going to the gym and I don't feel like getting up, and I see your posts on Instagram and I see your posts on Facebook, it motivates me to get my ass out of bed and get myself to the gym and continue doing what I'm doing. Because like I always talk to you guys about, motivation is fleeting, and as much as you guys find motivation out of the challenge and the group environment, I find motivation from you guys to keep doing what I'm doing and to keep getting better, and not just like better, stronger, more jacked, just better as a communicator, better as a facilitator. I really tried to set this challenge up with feedback and the video check-ins, so we kind of build like a more personal relationship, and I'm always trying to do that. So I'd really, if you guys have any suggestions to me, whether you're regular Savage and 6 or whether you did Savage and 6 Lite, I'd love to hear what you guys think, and I'd love to hear where you guys think that I can improve. I've got a lot of requests from guys who are interested in getting into the personal one-on-one coaching, so I'm going to be hashing out programs, meal plans, all that kind of stuff today. And then the next challenge starts, guys, so I'll be sending out the meal plan questionnaire sheet and coordinating with you guys and figuring things out. And of course, we've got the new program in this time for Savage Classic and Savage Light, where it's more of a gains program, which is going to be lower reps, a little bit of higher weight. But just once again, a reminder that it's about longevity. So we want to keep doing what we're doing. We want to lift weight that we can manage for the amount of reps that are prescribed, right? Like, it's all about fatigue, and proper form is the king of fatigue. Proper form throughout the whole motion. That's where it all comes from. So I guess long and short, I just wanted to personally reach out to you guys and tell you guys how proud I am of absolutely all of you. We had epic transformations here with some guys losing damn near 20 pounds, and then other guys who lost 4 or 5 pounds but made some huge changes. And I've got a few emails in my email box right now that I want to reach back out to you guys and talk to you guys about. But My life is really cool. My life is really cool because of you guys and because having the opportunity to do this with you. So I want to let you guys know that I am dedicated to making each and every challenge better. Remember, I tried to do some live videos this time. I think what we're going to do, like at least once a week next time, is I'm going to set up a Zoom meeting room where the connection will be a lot better. We of course recently moved. Beautiful view out there today. I don't know if you guys, we're waiting on a giant storm coming over from the Caribbean. Gyms are closed today, so I'm going to hit my skipping rope. I'm getting ready for a jiu-jitsu competition. So I'm working on my cardio a lot. I'm trying to stay lean. I'm trying to lean down while still keeping some good muscle size. So it'll be interesting to go over this with you guys in the next few weeks. But I'm going to start doing Zoom meetings once a week, and I'll kind of pre-announce that where we can all kind of come into a chat room for an hour and just like talk and you guys can give me feedback and we can just throw around jokes and just have a good time because I really want it to be it's developed into this community and it's really cool to watch. It's really cool to watch you guys and the community thing was never really anything that I could manage. I could just kind of like promote it and I could just talk about it and say, hey guys, please post. And it's just evolved into this monster of this thing where you guys are posted all the time, we're interacting and we're having fun. So I want to keep building on that. So I'm going to do kind of community Zoom chats. I'm going to keep the video check-ins going because they're easier from my end. I'm able to say more in a shorter amount of time, and the feedback that I've gotten on them is really, really good. It's um, it's hard sometimes too because it's there's no it provides a direct link to what's happening in my brain. I've always been like the kind of guy who like I say what I think, right? And it's funny because a couple of guys and you guys know who you are. I issued I gave you guys some check-ins and they were kind of like some of them were tough check-ins. I just said, look, man, like you got a choice, you know what I mean? And you can choose to do A and you can choose to do B and I can't choose for you. And some of them were kind of harsh sometimes too. And just the way that you guys took some of those in stride and just move forward and crush it. I think like it means a lot to me that you guys understand that I'm legitimately out there looking after your best interests. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and do a video, and I'm looking forward. I know a lot of you guys are joining me on the next challenge, and I know a lot of you guys are signing up for coaching. So I'm just trying to make sure that I coordinate all that. I deal with the coaching stuff in the next few days, and then I've got another week to design all the meal plans and the programs, and I want to make sure I get your meal plans on time. I want to make sure that I'm constantly evolving with the programming as well. So be taking care of some of the personal clients first, and then I'll be reaching out to everybody, and I'll be designing the programs for Savage and Six Light, Classic, Gains, and Shred. And I'm just stoked to be here doing what I'm doing, and I feel like you guys, I wanted to reach out and just give you guys a little bit of acknowledgement for everything. Sometimes it's so overwhelming, we got to post all these things everywhere. And my Instagram account, guys, is like every time I check it, there's like 100 notifications. It's not like I'm a big deal. I just have a bunch of people following me, and I have a bunch of people that I'm following too. So sometimes things get lost in transmission, but I'm always trying to make it a little bit more intimate for you guys. So even the guys who are going to do the light, I'm going to invite into Zoom meetings, and we can all talk about the different workouts and how they're going, and just try to evolve this thing as much as we can, and try to get as much value. We've capped the amount of people doing the regular challenge at 100 again because I just think that that's the best way to provide a fair experience for you guys. And then, of course, the classic side too. If you feel like you've evolved past a certain point and you don't need the check-ins, then there's always going to be the light version as well. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and say that I'm really proud of how everybody did. Like, there's a lot of weight loss, a lot of big freaking changes, and a lot of you guys inspire me to be a better coach, be a more engaged coach, and devote as much as I can to this project. And I love doing it. I mean, sometimes it's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but you guys make it all worthwhile. So I wanted to say thank you sincerely for everything that you guys have done, and for taking this thing seriously, because it means a lot to me, and it empowers me to want to do more and do better in the upcoming challenges. And I try to step it up every single time. And you can bet that I'll be doing the same thing for this one. So I hope you guys enjoy your last week off. Programs incoming and meal plans incoming for the guys who are doing the one-on-one coaching. There's a few of you guys. That's my main focus today, is to get that done and that caught up. But I wanted to take the time just to give you guys a pat in the back and just say, like, thank you. You know what I mean? I think it's really important. I think it's easy to lose, lose track of everything. And I appreciate your posts, and I see your posts, and a lot of you guys are religious about this thing now, and it means that clearly I'm doing something right. But I also want to know if I'm doing something wrong. Like, constructive feedback and constructive criticism is huge to me, and I do take everything that you guys say into consideration, because I want to keep doing this for a long time, and I want to keep building this community, and I want to keep you guys happy, and I want to keep you guys fulfilled, and I want you guys to feel like you're getting value out of the experience. So that's all I really have to say to you guys today. Just thank you for doing you. Thank you for taking this stuff seriously. And a lot of guys saw monumental changes. Some guys saw smaller changes, but the guys that I saw smaller changes in with, it was their attitude. It was just the way that they proceeded. You know, I mean, it was a couple of guys. You know, sometimes people come into this thing kicking and screaming, and then by the end of it, they're in love with the process, and they're in love with everything that we do, and they've made some crazy changes. You know, I just I want to take the time to kind of like, do some shout outs. I want to start with Samuel. Samuel, man, you came into this a little bit and you had a great attitude, and then we encountered some challenges, man, but you just crushed it, and you put on a ton of size to your shoulders. I'm gonna be doing a shout out for you later on. You put on a ton of size. You've got a shredded six pack now. Your waist is smaller. Your arms are way bigger. I was blown away by everything. Another guy I've been working with for a long time now is Rob Jarbinski, who's a chiropractor. I mean, Rob, this is the challenge. The changes that you made in this challenge were monumental as well. Guys like Shane Gilly, like Shane, man, you know what I mean? To watch your transformation come through and watch everything that you've done, and your attitude and all that you've been through is, it's just so motivating. Chad, you know, and these are in no particular order, but Chad, man, like, you've completely reshaped your body. You've lost an insane amount of weight. You've got an athletic physique. Like, just to watch you guys do what you do, and to watch you just pound away every single time and see some of the changes that you made. It blows me away. Another guy that I'm a huge fan of course, is one of our longtime Savagers, James Mitchell. James just keeps killing it, keeps getting trimmer, keeps getting more beastly, and I'm proud to have the opportunity to work with you, and I'm proud to be to have given you a bit of guidance in that process, and to watch you blossom and do so well now. Jack Foster. I mean, Jack, man, you won the challenge. You kicked ass. You've got full abs now. You're becoming a completely, different physique, and I'm impressed, and you blow me away on a daily basis, and your attitude and the way that you proceed, and some of the things that you've done in a short time, blow my mind. I'm just pulling up some of the names here, so because I don't really want to leave anybody out. Richard I worked with before in camp, made some huge changes during this challenge. Didn't necessarily love the whole competitive kind of aspect of it, and I understand where you're coming from, buddy. And it's not really a competition. I think everybody's pretty encouraging, but dude, you made some amazing changes as well. You did really, really well, and I'm really, really impressed with how far you've come too. Just going over. Got a bunch of new guys joining the challenge next time. Nikolai, like Nick, I know your history. I know what you've been through. I know, I told you to never walk again. You became a firefighter, and one of the busiest sections of all San Fran, and you dropped damn near 20 pounds, man, and you killed it. And I was really, really impressed with the effort that you put in. You know what I mean? I really, really was. I was actually blown away by it. You absolutely murdered it. Kevin Drennan, another guy, man. And Kevin, like, just the pictures of you when you're doing the double back bicep now, like, you've got full rear delts, a sculpted back. Looking at Joe Gorgax, no excuses. He's in the military. The man travels around all the time. He still nailed it. He dropped a ton of body fat, put on a ton of weight. Robert Whalen, who's one of the busiest guys I know, both professionally and on a leisure level. He took a trip, and we've kind of made some changes that are allowing him to enjoy his fitness journey, and we're working on some new kind of methods for when he's off doing his fishing thing, because he travels the world fishing, that we can figure out different ways to be able to keep you healthy and keep you on track, just by selecting some of the foods that you eat from a local grocery store. Derek Salmons, man. Derek, Derek's a busy dude. He's a professional. He's always on the move. New kid, new this, new that. And even though he didn't see a ton of weight loss, just the transformation in his personal composition was crazy. Alex McCone, another guy. Alex always wants to put on weight. He dropped a couple of pounds in his last week, but Alex, the size of your back, your shoulders, everything, like it's coming to you. Look, compare your pictures to the first pictures that you took. Kyle McBorsky, man, Kyle Mack, 10 solid pounds, 10 pounds of muscle. Your waist stayed intact. You even dropped size in your hips in freaking 6 weeks. It's mind blowing. Pedro is becoming a monster. When Pedro started with me, he was a big boy. He was a little softer, and now he's got like a full athletic physique with a six pack and big shoulders, big chest, big arms. Mike Hensley, how the hell could I forget Mike Hensley? Dude is a freaking beast. Just destroys absolutely everything. Lost a ton of weight, solid build. Everything is coming in. Like comparing your starting photos from where you were to where you are right now. Constantly blown away by everything that you do and the attitude that you have, man. And I'm just really, really proud of you. I know I've probably missed some guys here who did the challenge and may not have submitted a final check-in, but I guess what I'm trying to say to you guys is I'm proud of everybody. I really am, and I'm sure I missed some people there. I didn't mean to offend if I did. Just going through some of the final check-ins. Sean Headley. I mean, Sean, look what you've done. And Sean suffered an injury, and we changed his program. Sean does jujitsu. He couldn't use his wrist. Massive injury. Sean's coming on for one-on-one coaching, which I'll be touching base with you today. But I mean, the guy was a little bit bigger. He's a tattoo artist. He owns a business. He's training for jujitsu, which I can relate to. Suffered a really, really bad injury with his hand where he wasn't able to lift weights, so we switched him over to legs. Just followed his diet. He's still making huge progress. He's still killing things. So, and all you guys who did Savage Light, I'd love to know how you did, and I'd love some feedback, guys. I wish there was some way that I could keep you guys more engaged. And if you have any suggestions to do that, I'm hoping that the Zoom calls and some of the group stuff that I'm going to be doing this next time are also going to help. But anyway, this video is like 17 minutes long, and if for some reason you survived this without falling asleep, then that is amazing. And cool, man. Like, let's do it again. You know what I mean? Let's do it again. Let's go hard, boys. And I'm proud of you guys. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to touch base, say hi, tell you guys I love you and I appreciate you, and let's do it again. It's coming up soon. So enjoy your time off, because the next challenge is going to be a killer. All right. And for anybody I missed, I apologize. I'd have to go over all the records, and anybody who did Savage 6 Classic, I'd love to know how you did. So reach out to me, let me know what's going on in your head. And everybody else who's kind of requesting programs, because I think I've got about 4 or 5 guys who just want to do privates. Working on them today. If you haven't requested it, touch base with me and we'll make some arrangements. And other than that, you guys have an awesome day. Looking forward to having, most of you guys are actually coming back for the next Savage 6, which I'm stoked about. We've got a bunch more guys joining, and life is good, boys. So thank you for all you do. Just wanted to say hi and wanted to tell you that I'm proud of you, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.